Hey guys, John here from Learning Guitar Now. In this lesson, I want to show you how to play a 36-bar Sweet Home Chicago solo in the style of Eric Clapton in the key of E. To get the tone for the solo, I use this 79 Strat with the middle pickup selector on using a Dunlop Jazz 3 pick. The amp I used is my 1966 Vibrolux with a Maxon OD808. For the middle 12 bars, I turned off the Maxon and was going directly in the amp with no pedals. Speaker was a custom IR from my Spectraverb 40. All the IRs I use can be downloaded when you join All Access. We'll go ahead and take a look at the first few licks for free, and if you'd like to gain access to the full lesson, rhythm lesson, interactive tab, and backing track, check out the All Access Pass. Okay, let's go ahead and start this lesson. Okay, now I'm going to break the solo down for you into 11 separate licks. Once again, this is a 12-bar blues in the key of E. Lick 1 sounds like this. So that is the first lick, and it's kind of the main theme. It's a 36-bar solo. So for the first 12 bars, we're just kind of doing this phrase that you'll hear a lot of people doing in a lot of different blues tunes, kind of similar to something you hear Clapton doing. When he remade this tune, not exactly. So what we're going to do is really just go straight down the minor pentatonic scale. It's a great exercise. As well as a cool lick to play over a 12-bar blues, especially a shuffle like this, Sweet Home Chicago style. So I'm coming directly in on the first beat, hammering very fast to the 7th to 9th fret on the G string. I'm also just doing like a up, like rake, and then going down to rake to strike the note. So for more about that technique, check out my Blues Techniques course. And so we're doing that little kind of emphasis where we're raking up and down. And a lot of heavy vibrato. I like doing that kind of down style or the Clapton style vibrato. Either way, it doesn't really matter. Whatever way you like to vibrato. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to play right on the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. That's the first little phrase. So hammering on again quickly. 1. Now 7th fret here on the G string. And then we're going to go slide backwards to that 7th fret here on the D string. It's an A note. And then 5, just kind of bend it a little bit. 5th fret here on the D string. Ending in our root note here, 7th fret of the A string. It's our E note. Vibrato that. And then we're going to do the slide 4 and strike the bottom 2 strings. You can either do it with your pick or your finger. I like to hit it with my finger because there's no cause for error. You know, if you use your finger, you can't automatically hit the strings above it, of course. Or you can hit with the pick as well. And make sure to go upstroke with the pick because you don't want to hit that G string. It's not a minor chord. You cannot hit the G string. So getting the slide and the open strings in gives it a lot of attitude. So if we analyze the minor pentatonic scale, it's just this. This is B in the 4th position area, but you know, the minor pentatonic scale is only 5 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it just repeats all over the place. So in this little phrase, we're just playing it a little bit differently. We're not really playing this note. We're kind of sliding from it to that note. So it's a cool way to practice your minor pentatonic scale, just doing that little phrase here. For the next little section, we're going over the 4 chord, the A, so we're doing exactly the same thing. 2, 3, 4. Now we're just going to immediately hit that open low E string after we play that 7th fret. So you got that. we're going to pull off. We're going to the first position minor pentatonic scale with the open strings, you know. So pull off 3 to open on the B string. Now slide 2 to 4 on the G string. Classic blues move, 2 to 4 on the G. And then 3, let that ring. Slide backwards, 2 fret, 2nd fret on the G string. Pull off the open G string. Then our root 2 here. And then that open string again, low E, high E. So you have, you know, this thing. That part's kind of fast there, so you may want to take it slow. And those are basically played 8th note triplets, you know, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, however you want to count it. 1 triplet, 2 triplet. You don't even have to count it. It just goes da 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 da. Some people count it different ways: 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, or you go 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3. To me, that's hard to count. Many times I don't really count it at all. I'm just thinking da 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 da. So you may just want to think about that rhythm in your head. Da 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 da. That's the triplet 8th notes right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's a cool way to get that timing down. And you have to know that rhythm, especially if you're going to play a shuffle blues like this in the key of E. And that's it for lick number 1. Okay, lick 2 sounds like this. Okay, so for lick 2, we're doing the same thing, but now I'm just moving that phrase to a different position on the guitar. It's helpful to know where to play this thing at. You know, that thing right there, all over the neck. You know, I teach you how to do more of this kind of stuff in the blues guitar method. But that's 2 different ways you can play it right here. Now we'll go to the B string. Get that position right there. Learning how to play the same thing all over the neck is a great way to learning how to just maximize using the fretboard. So I'm going to hammer on 3 to 5 on the B string, vibrato it. This part section, we're playing over the 5 chord, the B chord. Except this time I'm going to add the major 3rd here, 1st fret on the G string. And I'm going to let it ring out when I strike that 2nd fret next. Because that gives me E chord. Strike it with my 2nd finger here. Then I'm going to go open string 3-0. And that's a cool move to do as well. I like to strike it with my finger a lot of times, 2nd finger. Now pick 3-0 with your pick. You hear SRV doing that stuff a lot. You just get a lot of attack when you play it that way. Now bend 3rd fret. Now open B, 2nd fret, G string, and then open string. And that'll be lick 2, the end of that whole first phrase. Is kind of like a beginning intro to the Sweet Home Chicago style solo. That cool little position. A lot of cool stuff to learn directly from that first position minor pentatonic. We just added that major 3rd here to get this just a basic E chord. A lot of times I like to play it like this. Barely have my 2nd finger touching the A string. It's similar to, you know, to this monster cowboy chord, the big E chord. But a lot of times you can play that like this. Just mute that A string with your 2nd finger. Now that frees up your 3rd finger to do different things. You know, you hear that kind of stuff in Voodoo Child and whatnot. Okay, so that's it for lick 2. Okay, lick 3 sounds like this. Okay, for lick 3, now we're starting the second 12 bars of this solo, and back on the 1 chord, the E chord, and we're jumping to the B.B. King position. I find Eric Clapton likes to use that a lot, especially in the key of E when playing the shuffle type blues. He'll just wear that little position out. So anyway, what I'm doing is resting on the very first count, and then immediately I'm going to pre-bend this 7th fret to the 8th fret sound. That's a minor third. And then strike it, and then pull it down and strike it again. So it's all like 7th fret here, B string, pull it down, 5th fret, 5th fret right there on the B string. That's our root note, that's the E note. Back to 7, 6, and then this classic Clapton move. You play 2 notes and then you hammer them on again. That's just a classic Clapton move. If you want to sound more like Clapton, you can do that anywhere, all over the place. Anyway, I'm just playing that same rhythm thing that he does all the time. Hit 2 notes, 1 above them, and then hammer on pull off. You can do it anywhere all over the fretboard, no matter what you're playing. So that's one cool thing to take note of, is just getting that thing in your mind. So this little lick here, slowly. Pretty basic little lick here, but one of those quintessential kind of Eric Clapton phrases right here in the B.B. King box. So pretty cool little lick. That's how we're going to start off the improvising kind of section for the solo. So that's it for lick 3. Okay, well, that does it for this free lesson. As I mentioned previously, if you would like to gain access to the full lesson, check out the All Access Pass. When you do become an All Access Pass subscriber, you'll also gain access to all of the courses and lessons on the site that will teach you the concepts and techniques required to play improvisational blues and slide guitar. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.